and I was wearing a crop top. And right before this, all of my friends were like, we should all take our bras off, right? And so we all were just like, I don't even know.
Before we go live, be mindful not to talk over each other. Okay. That was a problem the last episode. We did a lot of talking over each other. And also just try to be shorter.
Who was the least? Who did the worst last week? Tell us who did the worst.
Who did the worst last week?
Yeah. Well, who are we? Why are you having this conversation?
Yeah.
Is it Mark?
I feel like every time these comments are silently directed at me. I'm pretty sure.
No.
That's what this all.
I wanna say one of my favorite phrases. If the shoe fits. I did not say anybody was the worst or not the worst, or but if that shoe fits, maybe try it on, wear it, maybe change your shoes, change your socks, maybe clean your feet a little bit from the bottom up. Maybe have a little self-reflection.
I'm waiting for the next
Self-reflection
episode.
is always a good idea.
Self-reflection.
If anyone could just be a little taller, that would be really helpful.
You guys know I stopped the tall jokes. Okay, like I cut the tall jokes.
Thank you.
I cut the tall jokes.
I appreciate that.
Should we just do a roast?
I think that's
roast everyone.
That could be a really fun thing to do, like an
We can have like
episode
a
of
roast
roast.
week. You just pick somebody and roast them.
Or when two people have beef, a feud brewing.
Are we live? Are we live?
We're live, guys.
Oh, shit.
Start posting.
We are live, and it's actually the one on Facebook is actually off my Chris Rubio page, not profile.
You got one going on Instagram?
No, nothing going on Instagram because of the low bandwidth. So right now we're
Another
live on.
It's great. Wi-Fi.
Even your Wi-Fi sucks, Smart.
Your Wi-Fi. That is short bandwidth.
Your name is Chris Toffer?
The short
Wow.
bandwidth,
There you
man.
I don't see a live video coming out of anywhere. Is it
Is
coming
it
from
Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
It's on Chris Rubio. Here.
Download Facebook again. I get rid of it because I get annoyed with people's comments. I just
You read comments on Facebook? On your stuff or on
No,
other
just
people's
I'll
stuff?
scroll through Facebook and I'll see if something I like, and then 2 seconds later I'm like, oh god.
So this first round of 60 seconds, we're gonna keep the mics open so we could all banter and talk shit.
Seen the Facebook link?
And
Oh, God.
so the mics are gonna stay. They're gonna all stay
So
live.
hot.
Stay alive, baby.
Let me know when you guys are ready. Chris, you let me know when we're ready to go.
Yeah, do we have a clock today?
We are gonna put
do
that
have a
clock.
clock.
We're gonna put that clock up, baby. We're gonna run that clock, baby.
Link. Boom.
And we are live, guys. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, Comedy Fitness Live episode 6, man. Yesterday was Super Bowl 60. We're gonna do a speed round talking about the Super Bowl. I had a fun time. I went to a Super Bowl party. 30 minutes into the party, someone came in with this tray of my favorite candy. I was like, what a fantastic thing to bring to a party. A tray of my favorite candy. In the center of the candy, in the center of the tray was these sour gummies. I was like, my favorite sour gummies. I ate 2 of those sour gummies. An hour later, I was out of my mind, and I did not know why. Then I overheard somebody say, did anybody try the edibles on my tray? And I was like, oh, that's
fucked up.
that's
fucked
what's
up.
happening right now. So I was high as shit the whole Super Bowl. High as shit. I was so high. I was so high. I started texting my wife because she didn't come. I was like, I got drugged. I don't know. I was
Did
high.
she pick you up?
No.
Oh.
It wore off later on. I think these edibles were like maybe 10 to 20 milligrams. But I mean, I was smoking before. Then I took the edibles. I was high as a fucking kite. Fun when you don't know most of the people you're around. It was a Super Bowl party. I didn't know most of the people, but I still enjoyed myself. I just wanted to tell that story. I'm bringing up Mark.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it on your?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Super Bowl. I didn't understand the whole Samuel L. Jackson thing coming out like Apollo Creed and Rocky IV. That was interesting. It was all right though. I like Kendrick Lamar a lot. I mean, I've heard mixed reviews about the performance. I didn't understand that at all. I thought it was solid, dude. Like, this is how gangster Kendrick Lamar is. He can wear bell bottoms and no one's gonna say shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one's, because they're gonna get. You cannot get into a rap battle with Kendrick Lamar. Like, he's already demonstrated that, so he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. He's gonna start coming out like Prince. I'm just waiting for that. Like, he can get away with anything, dude. But this is what happened with me. I got kids, so I watched about 5 minutes of the Super Bowl. That's about how much time I got in. Got 5 minutes in. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law came over. And and then they brought their kid, too. So it was my kids and their kid just ruining the Super Bowl for me. It was my older daughter was like, let's throw a fiesta. So she, like, got all dressed up. All the kids got dressed up. And then they set up a whole table outside and put Mexican bingo out there and snacks. They were like everywhere. And she made little invitations and gave everybody an invitation. And then she came out and she's like, the fiesta's starting. Like, we're watching the fucking Super Bowl. Fuck your fiesta. And then but we didn't say that. We didn't say that, obviously. We were just like, oh, we're watching the game. And then she started crying. So then we went out to the fiesta and missed the whole third quarter. So that's what I did for the whole third
Is
quarter.
that a lot you missed?
Yeah, no, at that point it was already a blowout. There wasn't like it looked. Although what's crazy about it is that even when it's like 32 or whatever it was to 0, there's still part of us like, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes is clutch. He might come back in the fourth quarter, but yeah, it was kind of a worst game ever for the Chiefs. But anyway, that's it. Who's next? That was probably more than 6 cents. Dot, get over there, Dot.
I was really tired yesterday. I took like a 3-hour nap, so I didn't go to a Super Bowl party. I was watching Mythic Quest, which is a great show, and then we were like, oh yeah, the halftime show's probably on soon, so we turned it on. And that was my exact thought was, first of all, Kendrick has a dump truck ass. And he's like 5'4", and he looks exactly like what I would look like if I was wearing fucking bell-bottom jeans. I can't believe he's there. The way fashion works, it's just like, I'm not ready to see any other dudes in a fucking pair of bell-bottom pants. I wanted them to burn and die the first time. And now they've kind of come back. I don't know. There was a lot of good imagery in the halftime show. I don't know enough about anything to be like to have a comment on it. And my black friends were like, if you're not black, it wasn't for you anyways. And so I was like, okay, I'll fucking stay away from that then. But Kendrick Lamar, huge ass. Okay, Brett Davenport's coming up next.
Hey.
Huge ass.
So Kendrick is 5'4".
I don't know. He
That
looks
makes
5'4".
sense. He has 5'4" energy.
He's 5'4".
I gotta say.
I don't know how tall he is.
I think I'm the only. This is a controversial take. I think I'm the only person that feels bad for Drake. I gotta say, you had a whole fucking stadium singing about you fucking minors.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a rough thing.
And now Drake's in hiding. He came out. He's got that Ozempic body now. I don't think it's Ozempic. I think he's just withering away. I think it's just kind of over for him. I feel bad for him, which makes me even whiter. I think I'm pretty much the only person. What else about the Super Bowl? I didn't see it until it was like I don't know. It was like 40-6. What was it? 40.
20.
What was
They
the
got
score?
up to 20, I think, right?
Got to 20.
22.
Oh, okay.
maybe.
I saw their last touchdown. I don't give a shit. But Taylor Swift's gonna be dumping that baggage pretty soon. He's a mopey little bitch now. He lost. She
it's
gets
a
rid of
wrap.
all the losers in her group.
Yeah.
She's not fucking with Blake Lively anymore.
Nope.
So, all right. Well, maybe you can start fucking hot black chicks again instead of that flat, annoying. I mean, could you imagine being with her? Like the clock has got to be ticking. A hit song is coming about you, ruining your life. You're gonna be the next fucking Drake.
100%.
God knows what she'll say about you. But anyway, that's it's fucked up what's happened to Drake. I think he was a hit making machine for a decade.
No, dude.
He was a
the
hit
only
making
one.
machine for a decade. All right, a little goddamn respect.
Call me on my cell phone.
All right, Rubio,
Okay.
what do you got to say?
Let's do it.
Late night when you need.
Yeah. What about me?
It's like, nah, you don't exist.
What I gotta say about Super Bowl? During the halftime show, my sister were taking a look at a commercial, and then she noticed one of the black actresses from one of these commercials, and then in the middle of it, she's like, "Oh, she's in that upcoming movie," and I'm like, "What is it?" I forgot what the movie it is, but then she's like, "Oh yeah, it's like a black woman version of Friday," and I said, "No." And then I started to watch the commercials, and everybody's like, "What's your deal?" I'm like, "You can't make Friday with a woman cast." It's like, did I support it with the Ghostbusters as a woman? I didn't support that either. I'm just
What
like,
about
there's
Ocean's
some
8?
things, huh?
Ocean's.
Yeah, I didn't support that either. I don't know.
amazing.
There's just some things, like I don't want Tomb Raider to be a guy. You know, it'll always be a girl. You know, and on Friday, that's sacred to me. I love that movie. No way could you make a female version of Friday. So, and everybody was like, "What's your problem?" I'm like, "There's no problem." I'm like, "You guys are not a fan of Friday like I am." You know what I mean? So, well, everybody just turned on me, but
There's a black version of Friday,
huh?
a woman version of Friday.
That's what's coming up. That's what she said.
But that's all
what,
they.
is it?
That's
Get
just
it-
all they do now. They just
yeah,
remake
remake.
movies.
You're talking about SZA?
huh?
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. I forgot the actress, but she
So
says
there's a show that's similar to Friday
uh-huh.
that has Kiki
Palmer, yeah.
Palmer, but it's not.
No, she's talking about a movie that's coming out.
I think that wasn't that a movie? The thing with Kiki
Yeah.
and they're like, what's it called? Issa Rae produced it.
Yes. Yes.
What's that? One of Them Days, I think it's called.
Yes. Yes.
Turns out to be a great 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So your take has just been fire.
No, but you're
No,
talking
no,
about
it's-
something else.
Rotten
He's talking about
Tomatoes.
something else.
But the movie's not out yet, Doug.
Yeah,
I
he's talking
mean,
about something
I
else.
haven't heard of a not like a spin-off
Like
of
a
Friday.
Part of the Friday franchise.
I haven't heard of
Yeah.
that.
What are they
but
calling
there's
it?
a show that's similar.
I'm not. I don't think I was talking about the show. Just for me, it was just like Friday, the movie Friday, a female version of Friday, and I just said no. Like, pause one. Not gonna have my support. You know.
That
Can't
could
stop progress. Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
be fun though.
Yeah. Said it right next to my black wife too, and I'm like, no.
But
no,
but would you? But in that regard, like, would you want to see them recast Friday? So, like,
Yeah.
I would not want them to see. I would not like because they were talking
No,
about.
I don't know about recasting.
They were talking about a comic, DC Young Fly.
Mm-hmm.
Being the Chris Tucker, and I'm like, I don't want to see another Chris Tucker. I would actually, and I do love Friday in the franchise. I would rather them go all the way and do a female version than recast the people that I loved because they did it so perfectly.
And there's just
in
to me,
Friday.
there's
they
I don't
did.
like recasting and I don't like remaking
Yeah.
of movies that I love. Friday being one of them. Which one? Which one was that with Kurt Russell? Big Trouble, Little China. Don't try to remake that shit.
Classic.
Never. Don't. And even I entertained the fact that, oh, well, The Rock is going to be Jack Burton. I'm like, no, still. I would like The Rock as Jack Burton, but I still want to watch the movie because I just love that movie so much. So,
Are they
Rarely
remaking
do they
that?
work.
huh? I heard they were remaking
Holy
it like
shit.
a couple years ago, but that didn't
I want them to remake
pan
the
out.
Twins movie with like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Dude, that would just be The Rock and Kevin
Yeah,
Hart.
exactly. The Rock and Chris
They made
Tucker or
that-
something like
they
that.
made
You know
that
what I
movie
mean?
already.
The Rock and Tyrion Lannister. What's his name?
I'm also I can't really think of a
Yeah.
lot of remakes. I was like, yeah, I'm so glad that they did that. They remade that. I'm not into remakes.
Yeah,
I-
same.
What about turning a cartoon into a live action? That's still a remake, but it's
Longest
that's
Yard.
a live-
Longest
I
Yard
don't
was a
like
good
Lion
remake.
I like
What?
that.
Longest Yard was a good remake, I think.
They remade The Longest Yard with
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
No, the
Oh,
first
Adam
one
Sandler
with
was.
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, the first one was
That was a
with
great
Burt
movie.
Reynolds.
You're right. That
Yeah.
was,
Comedies could, yeah.
You know what I
After some
mean? The
time,
Longest
yeah.
Yard, especially with Cheeseburger Eddie.
What's another one? What's another
another
remake?
remake.
Man, see, that's the thing. There's not a lot of them,
Well,
man.
Scrooge.
Huh?
Scrooge has been remade a million times.
I mean, but that's
and Bill
that's-
Murray's
that's-
Scrooge.
Is
But that's
amazing.
something
Come on.
different. That's something different. You
Yeah,
know what I
it's a
mean?
different take on it.
Yeah,
Classic
that's like
story.
different. Like that's
But
like Batman. He like it's just like
Oh,
a
yeah.
remake that was
It's not
better.
though because it's the same story. The Scrooge
Yeah.
story is the same story.
yeah.
It was
So
just
it-
done with a guy in a TV with a TV.
Yeah.
exec.
So who is the best Scrooge? It has to be Bill Murray.
Bill Murray,
That's
That's one of my favorite holiday movies.
Yeah, for real.
Same.
Yeah, see, there it is.
I watch it every Christmas.
Yeah, same.
Scrooge.
Yeah, look at that.
It's so good.
I watch
Get back
the
up here,
movie-
Leroy.
I watch the movie
Dances,
Noel every
nipples
movie.
are
Everyone
showing.
should watch the movie Noel for Christmas. It's with Kendra. What is her name?
Yeah,
I'll be sure
remakes.
to do that
What's her fucking
next
name?
Christmas.
It has Bill Hader in it.
All right, let's get this round one going.
All right, let's do it.
Let's get this round one going.
Anna Kendrick. It was Anna Kendrick.
Which
Okay,
one's
bye.
yours? I forgot.
What's that guy?
Kendrick Lamar.
Peter Dinklage.
Oh, the Kendrick.
Oh yes.
What's his name?
Kendrick Lamar. Hold on.
Are you doing a fucking Rob Schneider video right now? That's your shit, huh?
No,
Adam
no.
Sandler over here wants to do a Rob
I
Schneider
don't
video.
have
Alright,
a.
playing the video, guys.
Any rap, he a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, let them boys to the cross, they walk around like thieves. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show, certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the skull, walking down the whole time I know he got some
hold
more.
hold up. Pause it, pause it. Hey! Pause at the right time. Say Drake. Yo! Listen, it is like I am kind of. I love this performance so much, and I'm not really a big fan of the last like 5 Super Bowl performances. But this dude did a fucking fantastic job, bro. Like the imagery, the dancing, the songs, like the way he put, like what like
Mixed.
scheduled his songs. The way he hinted to this song throughout the performance. Listen, people don't like things being too black. People just don't like, because this shit, I don't give a fuck what you say, and you can say you hated it. This shit was fucking entertaining start to finish. The beef, the emotion of it. I saw a clip of Brett Kreischer talking about, I don't like how they're making beef mainstream. He was talking to one of a football player in the stands. I don't like how they're doing beef mainstream at a football game. Like, you don't like beef at a football game? This is why the NFL is one day going to be flag football. Brett Kreischer. Beef should be at football games, especially this kind of beef where nobody's dead. Nobody got shot. Yeah, Drake is, sad. He's sad right now. And his feelings are hurt. Yes, we're all laughing at him. He got dragged across the country 10 times over, and that's how beef should happen. He's still alive. He's still breathing. That's how a beef should happen. Good job, America. Good job, NFL. And another thing, people that hated this performance really shows me how many black people you have in your life. It really does. Like, straight up. Like, this was the black experience, the black American experience. This was the black American experience. And if you didn't enjoy it, you had nobody at your Super Bowl party. Absolutely no black people at your Super Bowl party. Because my Super Bowl party was fucking lit. Goddamn. People were dancing. People were crip walking. It was amazing. And I think that's the problem. You are seeing the black experience, but you're not experiencing the black experience. Go get you a black friend in your life. Invite them to dinner. Invite them to the Super Bowl party. You're going to enjoy yourself a little bit more. That's all I got, baby. I fucking love this shit so much. Like, I can't wait to watch it over. It was so good. Like, you could turn the sound off and watch it and be like, God damn. Kendrick for me really showed the world exactly how talented he is. Yeah. And I don't think Drake could have done this. I don't think Drake could have danced and synchronized. Like, I don't think he could have put on a performance like this. Maybe prove me wrong. I don't think Drake, Lil Wayne, I don't think anybody that y'all wanted to do this Super Bowl could have done what he did. And for me, I wasn't even a big Kendrick fan until all this. This made me a Kendrick fan more than anything. And so I was kind of coming in like, I'm a Drake fan. Like I've been a Drake fan more than a Kendrick fan.
Yeah.
If you didn't like this shit, you're a hater to me. Like you really are just a hater to me
Okay.
because that shit was dope.
Okay, so I got a question.
Yeah.
So better rap performance, Kendrick this year or Dr. Dre and his entourage last year?
So
That
the
was a few
Dr.
years
Dre
ago.
thing.
a few years ago,
so
yeah.
so
Better rap performance.
this was better rap performance, but as far as nostalgia, the Dr. Dre thing was like tugging on us nostalgically. You know-
Nostalgically.
Nostalgia, excuse
It was
me.
also the first time hip-hop.
Yeah, and it was like the 50 year,
so
like
good.
it all,
Eminem
like
and
that
everybody.
all matched. But like for me, like with what Kendrick did with this, like how and especially the time that we're in. You know, everything that's going on, the American flag, like there's so much. He put so many innuendos in this performance. Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam.
Yep,
you know, the American flag, Bloods and Crips, Serena Williams coming out, who used to date Drake. He put so much shit into this. Like he put
Damn, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
he put so. That's what I'm saying. Like people are going.
Serena Williams, I didn't know she.
People are going to be
Crip
breaking
walking
this performance down for years. People are going to be dissecting this and finding, like, also at the end, game over. Drake's company is called OVO.
Yeah.
You know, it's like game over at
Yeah.
the. Bro, he put so much shit into this. Like, bro,
Yeah, he
like,
did.
bro.
I didn't even realize that.
He sold me. Like, I am a Drake fan, a Kendrick fan forever. Like, he really proved that he is the king and he deserves to be the king. He will do the heavy lifting. Bro, like,
Serena Williams was hot though.
She was like, yeah, she was wow.
bro, like,
You know I'm into
like
black
when I
people.
see people say like they didn't like it, I'm like, man, y'all need to start liking black people a little bit more. They're like, y'all don't like black people. Y'all don't like shit too black. Y'all, you know, and you know, Drake's. I keep saying Drake. Kendrick's whole thing is like black Americans are America. We are America. That was the whole point. We are America. We built this shit. Like we want to be here. We want to experience the American dream with you.
Yeah.
But you guys are racist.
Yeah, there it is. There's a Leon we know.
But you're bigots. But you're bigots. You know, it's the truth. It's the truth. Like if you tell me you hated this, I'm like, well, it's probably because you don't like black people.
No, that's
It's
facts,
probably
though.
because
That's
it's
facts.
probably because this culture makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you don't think you should have to watch this because you're uncomfortable and you're white people. You're white. You feel a little white guilt or whatever. I don't know. I mean, it says a lot to me when someone does something so good and you're like, nah, fuck that. That was trash.
Yeah.
It says a lot to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Floor is open.
Well, let me
mean,
ask you this.
I've seen a lot of white people praising it. I'll say that.
And I love them. Tag me.
Right here is one of
I haven't seen all the performance, but I did like watch all the bullet points of like what he put into it and the symbolism and stuff. And I mean, he's like a brilliant artist. There's no denying it. It was one of the best artistic performances in a setting like that.
Yeah.
Certainly a
Yeah.
Super Bowl. No, you can't, like the article I read, there was no Super Bowl halftime show that had that kind of narrative woven into it, so all throughout.
Yeah.
Like usually it's just your list of bangers.
Right.
It's your
Exactly.
hits.
Exactly.
And,
This was
you know,
a different.
the Jay-Z and stuff that had some kind of story to it, but really it was just like, here's this gangster ass rapper who has a bunch of hits. Here's him doing a medley.
Yeah.
It didn't have a woven in story like this.
Yeah.
And
I gotta rewatch it now.
I'm proud of the NFL for picking Drake. I mean, he just won, or Kendrick. He just won 5 Grammys off of this diss song. This is what America wanted. Like, this drama, this beef is what we wanted.
And did you appreciate the way he teased that song? He teased that song
I
like 3 times.
I
And like,
loved
oh, it's
it.
coming. No, it's not coming.
I
And then
loved
when
it.
it came,
I loved it. Like this whole thing has made me want to go and listen to all his albums. I've been listening to his albums since then. I've been listening to all his songs. He's brilliant.
You know that song King Kunta?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
Well, quick question: is there a path for Drake?
Of course, man. I said this before. I said this on a podcast. Drake will never not be winning because he has white people on his side. The best insurance policy on the planet, white people. You know, I think Drake is like when it comes to the culture, Kendrick is king.
Yep.
You know, black culture. But when it comes to being a pop superstar, Drake is king.
Yeah.
It's
So weird, right?
I like it though, because he has white people on his side, and then it's Brett asking, "What's the path of redemption?" I want to know.
The dude isn't hiding.
Can we forgive
right?
Drake?
It's not about forgiving him. It's about, is he going to come out of a cave and
Well,
like have
is
the
he a
bravado
pedophile?
that he once had?
No.
He
He
do that.
shouldn't.
No.
there's
You don't think so?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't think so.
I think you have to as a man. You have to.
But
I-
can
I
you,
will be
once
s-
you've been bodied like that?
I will be surprised. When
down swinging, bro.
I've seen Drake, I wish we could pull this up. There's been a photo of Drake coming. He's in a white shirt that says "Wait till you see my dick," or "Wait you see," and there's an arrow, and he has these purple cowboy boots on and shorts. The more he gets dragged, the more we get to see actual Drake. The Degrassi Drake, the Canada Drake. Drake is Drake is getting his swag stripped away from him, and we're actually seeing the real Drake right now. He's wearing a white shirt with an arrow that says "Wait till you
Is that
see
where he looks
my."
super skinny? Because I saw a video of him that he just did.
Here it is.
Yeah,
right
but
here.
if he in fact is a pedophile, which is what he's saying, then
Go to
there is
this
no
one, go to
path
this
back
one.
because he should
Go this one,
die.
you'll see
But
his boots.
but that's my thing. He's
He
not.
should Go the
one on
that's
the
not
left.
actually true though.
So this is just like he's saying that as a part of the beef. Like I'm going to say this, ha ha ha,
He is not saying that because there's some evidence to suggest
that he is a pedophile. It's
he
just
te-
like
he texted Millie Bobby Brown or something.
yeah.
Right, and didn't know how old she was and stuff. Like, it wasn't like there's a big difference between doing that and as a grown 30-something-year-old man having sex with someone who's
So-
under 18. There's a big difference.
Okay.
between
Yeah, that's
What the
true.
fuck am I
Ruining
looking
someone.
at?
That's all.
Based
He's,
on that,
that's all
my
he's
own-
referencing.
You're
It's not
you're
any
looking
other,
at a
like,
terrible
party that they've
outfit,
been
bro.
at.
Like that's what you're looking at.
What I've heard.
What am I
and
looking
my
at,
wife
Leon?
is
What
a
are we looking
publicist
at?
in this industry?
Oh, got
That's
it.
the thing, is that there was texting going on. Yeah, that's fucked.
Listen. On a rap battle, you are pulling out all the stops, and
That's what it is.
Okay.
But
You're
but
pulling
that's
out.
what my point is.
But like Drake didn't. It's not like he's an actual pedophile. You
Right,
know.
that's-
Yeah.
There's a big difference
Yeah,
between
yeah.
like being like, oh, hey, what's up? And she's like, oh, I'm 16. He's like, oh, shit,
She
sorry.
was 14, but
But that, you don't see
But
a
that's not the
hey
distinction
girl,
first-
what's up?
But that's not the.
How do you not
here's
know
the,
she's 14?
Here's also the
You're
thing.
fucking-
Like
I didn't even know.
You don't see a distinction between that and having sex with an underage.
Oh yeah, I know, but
Right.
that's how we catch pedophiles. Is you first get a fake teenager
Hey,
on the phone, and
there you
that's
go.
the first step. So I mean,
Like what? He doesn't have IMDb.
he doesn't
Come
know
on.
that someone's 14. Billy Bobby Brown was bald at that time. She was doing Stranger Things, so like
Well,
that
that's
is a little weird.
I know.
That's
Now
why-
she looks like she's 40 now.
that's why that bar hits so bad. That's why that bar hits so tough because Drake has constantly done questionable things,
Yeah.
and that's what Kendrick's whole fucking
And they all see
song
shit that
is
we're not
about.
seeing.
It's
What is
all
it like?
about like this dude is suspect. He's not to be trusted. That's what the whole song is about. This dude is not to be trusted. Yeah, man.
Love that.
Kendrick, he killed it, bro. He killed it, and now for the next couple of years, when I meet somebody, the first thing I'm gonna ask is, "What'd you think about that Super Bowl performance?" So I
it was
know,
too black.
so I know if I should give you 2 more sentences or not, because it really shows me.
Now I
who-
want to petition like a Korean band for the next Super Bowl.
K-pop.
Some K-pop.
where's the next Super Bowl at?
I want to
anybody
be
know?
like, what'd you think of the Super Bowl? I thought it was a little aggressive.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
You want to see what she looked like? She looked like that.
Oh my God! Yeah. You have IMDb, Drake. You could have checked that out.
yeah.
That's pretty bad.
That's
girl, what's up?
that's bizarre. That's messed up.
Don't get the
Yeah.
text in there.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I guess that being I didn't realize she was that young. I guess it's not too far of a leap to do that in a bar in a diss song.
Yeah.
Listen,
But I was like, man, pedophile. That's like it's over. What? It's
Yeah.
over. That's my
It's not
point.
over.
well,
You know, a lot of people
it's
use
over.
snake
It's
cases to
over
hold the
if
government.
you're a pedophile, or if you have.
Right. It's only like offensive
it's
if you
not
are that.
over, but this is why he's suing Kendrick's record label. Because he's not a pedophile.
Yeah, but that's
But I will say,
Do you think he's a pedophile?
I think Drake has questionable things that he does,
I'm saying,
like
do you
texting
think-
a 14-year-old.
Do you think?
Bro, my son is 15.
Yeah. That's,
My son is 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my son was, if I had a daughter and a 32, 34, 35-year-old man, I don't give a fuck if she was in a movie or if she's famous. And you're texting my daughter, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
What about
So,
what about the other way around though?
What about my daughter texting him?
No, like
what
a
if-
40-year-old woman texting your 15-year-old son right now. It'd be like,
No.
yeah.
No, bro. Like, no. Like, you think I want my 15-year-old son's head all fucked up? Yeah, I know what women do.
Yeah.
You think I want my son's head all fucked up while he's trying to figure out basketball and school and college and all this other stuff, bro? You remember when you were 15?
President of France.
Like, yeah, like as soon when I was when I was 15, a girl give me a little attention and confusion, baby. Like, yeah, it works both ways. If you're
I don't
not
have a
if you're
son,
not
but-
sick, if
I don't
you're
have a
not
son,
sick.
But if that did happen, I'd be like, hey, don't. But high five.
Yeah, but look, that French
Nah, yeah,
president,
yeah.
he was
No
like
high
15,
fives
His wife was
for
like
me.
37.
Oh, the Macron.
Macron.
Yeah.
That's a French
She was his
thing.
teacher.
I just want to give us a little note. Last week we talked about watching the timer. You know, I think this has got a little. If the shoe fits,
Man, Mark has been waiting for that.
Mark.
that was a 25-minute monologue.
Mark.
I'm not keeping track like that, but
How am I supposed to watch the timer? You're watching the timer, Mark.
there's no
So
timer.
say something. Give me the light. Give me the light. Anybody, give me the light.
version of Drake
How am I
Kendrick.
supposed to watch the timer? There's no timer,
You're a
Mark.
psychic, Leon.
There we go. There's the light.
Really, you couldn't sense 25 minutes when you were doing 25 minutes? What? That was 3 minutes.
Here you go, Mark. The stage is yours.
First of all, I just want to say I thought Kendrick's performance was a little aggressive and not for everybody.
Let's put the timer up.
No, I'm doing 25 minutes. Here we go.
How long was that?
That was about.
Since you
It was good that you
got a
when
solid
we kept
half hour.
talking to you.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
It was a good 30 minutes.
Yeah, Leon, let me ask you.
minutes. Yeah,
Hey, well, like, I don't think it's quite fair to just be like, if you didn't like Kendrick's performance, then you're a racist. You know what I mean?
is
like,
that exactly what I said and how I said it?
That's how I heard it. Anyway,
Exactly.
but the point I'm making is like, what? Like, black people didn't watch Lady Gaga's performance. Like, I don't really get it. I don't. They're allowed to have that reaction. You know. That's it.
Okay.
Personally, like, no, seriously, like, it's true. You can't just be like, you're a fucking racist because you didn't think it was the best Super Bowl. I thought it was great, all right, because I'm not a racist. All right, that's. I did look. The truth is, Kendrick Lamar is at the top of his game. This was like a creative peak, and yes, people are gonna be looking at this and there's Easter eggs, there's social commentary, and not only that, like, he ended the beef with Drake. That shit is over. That's it. It's done. And Drake may never come back. And I don't know, whatever. But the point I'm making is that somebody in Nebraska who was watching that, like, I don't get it. I don't think that makes them bad people, all right? They just didn't fucking get it. That's all. But I'm not trying to run counter to Leon.
Well, I mean, I didn't say anything that you're saying that I said, so you're just taking what you perceived I was saying, and you're making it out to be something I'm not saying. So that's funny.
So this is how the
Because
beef
what
starts.
I said, what
This
I
is the
said-
beef. All right, let's do it. All right. This is the beef. This is the
Yeah.
Leon and Mark beef.
Yeah.
It's been brewing. All right?
6 months
It's
from
been
now,
brewing.
it'll
I
be
haven't
hot.
said nothing
Yeah.
because CTE is real, and I'm not trying to. There it is. We're beefing now, baby.
It's spicy.
I'm
Yeah.
not beefing. Just, I mean,
All right, what did I say that you didn't like in my interpretation? Because I was fucking around.
because you said,
Yeah.
what you said was, if you didn't like it, you're a racist. I did not say that.
All right, what would you say exactly? 'Cause I don't quite remember.
I said if you didn't like it, something that was so perfectly executed,
Yeah.
then the black experience makes you uncomfortable.
Well, that is a difference. That is there is a distinction there. All right. Well, I just want to say for the record that I thought it was the greatest Super Bowl performance that was ever performed.
Oh my god.
And I don't think it's going to be topped. That's what I think. That was for you, Black America. That was for you. All right, let's see something.
Yeah, and start his timer.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I want.
This is fitting.
All right.
Time in, I think, 4 years now, the Trump administration is making them take away end racism, which they had written in the end zone, right? And when
But why? It just seems silly. I
to
mean,
do it or not to do it?
why get rid of it?
Oh, I could tell you why.
I know, but it's just like you're
Yeah.
just
Stupid to begin with.
yeah, but it's
Let me ask you, who is it for? And if you're a racist and you see end racism in the end zone, you're going to stop being a racist?
Yeah, exactly.
but the sentiment is basically like don't be an asshole.
But I think it's an asshole to nag us during a football game about something that doesn't change anything or any. If I'm not a racist and I see it, it doesn't matter. And if I am a racist, it's going to make me more of a racist.
Like, I think if you write don't be an asshole in the end zone, everybody will agree with that.
No, but he makes a good point. It's just like this, like endless virtue signaling by giant corporations
Yep.
so that they can look a certain way and appeal to as many people as they can so that they could keep selling their brand and all their bullshit. So yeah, it's total like it's the peak of virtue signaling. That's what it is, you know? And that's the point that he's making. I mean, what else have you seen? Like, I'll open it up to you guys for a second. Like what other like that level of bullshit have you seen?
Well, the NFL is racist because they literally just had to settle a lawsuit like from 2021 about how they weren't treating like black athletes the same with concussions, so they didn't get as much money.
So
'cause they
maybe
didn't
that's
have
for
as much
themselves. You know,
mental
we need to
stability
end racism. Yeah.
Well, they're probably trying to save face because they
Yeah.
truly are a racist. I mean, they make all their money on. I mean, not to take it all serious, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they
But-
just let them.
But that's not the point, though. The
Yeah.
point is it an effective thing to
Oh,
do?
Yeah.
And is it worthwhile?
To put that in the end zone?
Yeah. I mean, if it makes you feel good, that's what it's doing. But
Yeah.
his point, I think, is valid. I don't think any.
Yeah.
I like that they
person-
took it off of the end zone just so people would shut the fuck up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just annoying how outraged people get over little things like end racism or Black Lives Matter. Like, people are so fucking triggered. So yeah, if that bothers you so much during a football game, fine. I'd rather you be quiet. Especially those are the type of people that are bothered.
Right.
The bigots, you know. I'd rather you be quiet because I want to enjoy this fucking football game too.
I fundamentally, I don't fundamentally disagree with that, but I think you're kind of alluding to this. I really am bothered by people seeming like they kind of profit off of division,
Yeah.
and that it does feel like it's a thing where you're kind of trying to get people to question something so you can like have this combative thing all the time.
All
and then
the
it's
time.
like, well, why can't you just stop and we all get and you know treat each other fairly and all that kind of stuff? And it's like, well, we're in this constant media craze of combativeness over nonsense derived from people who profit off of division. It's
Yep.
like if anybody who has left a corporate news organization who has gone independent will tell you board meetings, they tell you we need to start some shit here. There's nothing going on in this area.
Yeah.
It's all derived.
It's all fabricated.
And it's like, yeah, we should end racism, but is it helping? And that's, to me, that's what I'm more concerned about. And it's just like, I do feel like there's like this kind of thing. If you don't like it, and it's not that I dislike it, be there, but is it helpful?
Was it in the end zone like all season or something?
I don't. It's been there for a couple years.
Well, it's like it's not just the NFL. They do it in like soccer leagues and stuff like that
NBA.
too. But the point is that it's exactly that. It's not going to end racism. You know, racists are going to see that and just be like, "Go fuck yourself." That's like with your virtue signaling. And then the other part of it is, if you're really not a racist, you don't need to see a sign printed on an end zone to be like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got to end this." You know what I mean?
Also, like, if I mean, not that I watch football because I stopped watching after Kaepernick pretty much was gone. I really like that guy, but you know, if somebody who's truly racist sees end racism in the end zone and then they don't want to watch it, and then they're not going to give their time to it or their money to it. That's good. We don't want those people. We don't want fucking Nazis, and we don't want fucking racist pieces of shit.
But
so
also, it's
if you
people
don't
like
like it, don't watch. Go watch.
Well, it's people like me too. I
You
love the
just said
game.
it was a corporate HR cover-up.
It could be a
And then you're like,
it could be. Yeah, but
let's
you don't
keep
want to
doing
see
that.
the words.
Look,
You don't,
But
like,
maybe there's
it's
something
gonna hurt
deeper than
who?
just racism sometimes. Maybe there's like something like more manipulative going on sometimes. And it's not just
I don't
about
think
the surface
words
level issue.
end racism create any division. The only people who feel divided are fucking racists. So
I
fuck
mean, I
you.
don't-
You can go fucking die if you're a racist.
I
or a
don't like
bigot or a-
seeing
Here's the thing, though.
It's
Look,
good that we all think
if
differently.
the
definitely all
NFL,
think
look, listen,
differently
if
on
the
this one.
NFL really cared about ending racism, there'd probably be more black team owners, okay, and black head coaches. And the only reason there are more black quarterbacks than there ever have been is because they've proven that they're better. You know what I'm saying? But up until now, it hasn't been that. You know, in terms of ending racism, like the point is that the NFL, there's a ton of hypocrisy in there, and I think that's what people who see that are just bothered by. You know, 'cause- anyway.
Very true. A ton of hypocrisy, and that's why a lot of fans have left the NFL.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't just started with this end racism, but it's a fantastic sport.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
not gonna
problem.
stop
That's what
watching
I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah,
So for me, like awareness, like them, maybe it is a corporate fucking cover up or whatever, but at the same time, it's like I'm still a fan, so I'm not gonna hate you showing that you're trying. And for me, it's like they're showing that they're trying.
Sure.
That's a valid point.
So I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for showing that you're trying.
I get that interpretation.
To
I get
Mark's
what he's
point,
saying.
though, you
Yeah.
could actually just end the racism.
Yeah, and that's where the
That's
hypocrisy.
never gonna
That's
happen.
my
This
thing.
is
And that's
Yeah.
why I kind of resent the notion that if you don't think this way, you're racist.
If you
because
end
it's like-
racism, they'll call it DEI.
I actually like the idea of ending the racist practices and then not putting up something that's virtue signaling to disguise the fact that you're engaging in racist practices.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes it's a little bit more nuanced than, oh, you don't like this surface level thing? Well, you're a bigot, an idiot, a fool. And I
Yeah.
just don't think that's, one, true. It's not accurate or helpful. And I think you could just do what Mark said, hire more, stop doing these things where they have these like fake meetings with a black head coach, which still happens all the time.
Yeah.
For a head coaching position where they're not really considering the guy at all.
No, the NFL is literally famous for the bullshit.
And then talk about college football until they just started playing. That was literal extension of slavery. And it's like they could put up a thing where it's like, oh, and racism. It's like, or you could stop making all 100% profit off the back of mostly black athletes who are selling jerseys.
Yep.
And that was what?
Amen.
4 years ago they just started paying college athletes?
Yeah.
And
You
it's
want
like,
to end
that's-
racism in the NFL? How about some more Asian players? Am I right, Chris?
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Where's
you
the pukas?
Right,
and the,
we
and
got
the lens?
we got all the skills in the world, but they don't want us in there, right, Chris?
Where
Kicker,
you guys
We
got
could kick
athletic-
and do
all
your
the athletic
accounting.
skills in the world.
We got all
Wait
the
a
football
second.
skills in the world,
Wait a
and they want to
second.
keep us out.
Let's keep this factual. And we're gonna talk about it.
All the good.
I should be playing in the NFL, and the only reason I'm not in there because they're racist. All right, dude. I've done like what 20 minutes. Who's next? All right, Brett. I think Brett's ready to
We're
talk.
gonna
Oh,
talk
no.
about your 20 minutes since we talked about. Where's the timer?
I don't know, man. This ain't my department, bro. All right, there it is. Yeah, take that.
Respect, Mark. All right, I'm gonna do a solid 20 now, just on DEI.
We gotta
Guys don't
get a
mind.
clock. We gotta get a clock.
No, I mean,
Here, I got a clock, but I'll be loose.
what did I want to say? Something. I will say this: Kendrick did allude to reparations, didn't he? That I think something that needs to be done. I think say here's my proposal. Say they find that it costs $100 billion. Just I have no idea what the number is to pay all the direct descendants of slaves. I think all the top Fortune 100 companies should donate $1 billion, and the government should match that.
That's a
And
pretty
then
good
use that
solution,
as a
actually.
fund.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because the fucking corporation, the banks all came together when they fucked up in remember the fucking housing crisis?
Yeah.
One of the big things that got us out of that is that the fucking Treasury Secretary sat down with all the bankers and he's like, look, motherfuckers, you guys all did this, so you're going to stay in this room until you figure out what the fuck to do. And finally, one of the guys was like, yeah, I'll throw in $1 billion. What do you guys think? And then all the banks threw in $1 billion, and that's how it's done.
Oh, wow.
What do you guys think of that?
I love it.
Do I get anything out of this?
Sorry, Mark.
I'm against it.
Why? Because he's Asian?
I worked with a Cuban dude. I worked with a
We didn't
Cuban
work
dude
to
that
build
was
this
arguing
country
that he would be involved in reparations. I was like, dude,
What
no.
was that?
Cuban. He was Cuban. I'm like, no,
What
you
Mark
don't get
gets
it.
out of this, we're gonna get you some insoles.
Well, they're doing that femur extension surgery now. You know, it's pricey, but
Oh, I forgot about that.
6
Femur.
inches taller now in 3 weeks. Imagine going through that agonizing pain just to be a little taller. I would do it.
Is this your clip, by the way, Brett?
No, it was, but it's kind of combative. I don't want to. I have another. I have. I don't want to do any of my clips now.
No. You gotta throw that clip out there.
All right, throw it out there. Oh wait, shit, no, because I have that thing about the pedophile, the professor. We'll play this first. Because they're kind of related. They're part of the same level of thinking.
Being bullied.
Why is that wrong?
Why
Am I
is
already
she
lit?
being bullied for acknowledging something that's smart, truth, and factual?
Well, a couple things. Number one, whether you're an athlete or anyone else, if I hear you use the phrase "my truth," I immediately then discount everything else you say because there isn't my truth or your truth. There's just the truth. And when you start using phrases like that, it tells me that
That's not true.
Your brain.
So right there. Here's the thing we all have to start agreeing. We can't just make up bullshit and then expect everyone to play along all the time, right? So play my next. So this next clip is from a professor who is a postmodernist professor who essentially believes that nothing is true. There's no true. There's there's no morality. There's no natural essence to anything. Everything that we do is just invented by all of us all the time, right?
Hold on, you gotta give me 1 second.
Oh man.
Man, this is deep, bro.
There's a punchline coming, I promise.
No.
In about 15 minutes,
I like
it's gonna pay off.
I have so much to say about it.
I can't wait.
Okay, hold on. Let me find it.
This is emotional.
This is an emotional.
Oh man,
That's because
this
the
stuff is
Super
coming
Bowl
up.
is so serious.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh. Okay, hold on.
This is one of the leading postmodernist professors in the United States today. You were just playing it.
Still the adult child sex. That's always a big seller.
Oh yeah. Well, that
I had good friends who said, "Are you crazy? Do not write that book."
man, listen, you're talking to a guy who for 25 years has been making arguments more or less in defense of adult child sex in classrooms.
Okay. So that's a
and I don't know
professor.
if-
He's one of
I
the
don't
leading
know if it's
professors
same
in the country
argument as
today.
yours, but
And
I even
I've learned a couple
offered to-
things. Okay. One, I've learned
What the
that personally,
fuck?
you probably shouldn't publicly support a guy who's probably a pedophile without some information. So, Dot, thank you for providing that photo of Millie Bobby Brown. I will not be defending Drake again because
Where did we?
Hold on.
So-
hold on. Explain this video.
So this professor is basically, the theory that everything is a construct, right?
Yes.
He's one of the leading philosophers about this in the country, right? So he extends that to why should there be a differentiation between a child and an adult when it comes to a sexual relationship? And in this interview, he goes on later to say, they both actually go on to make the point that you coerce kids into doing things all the time.
Okay.
So why not coerce them into doing that?
What?
And this guy's a professor, right? He's been on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's kind of took him apart and whatever. And he has this the whole gender is a construct. Everything's a construct, right? So my point being, a lot of the silly bullshit that many people think is derived from this ideology. That there is no truth. Everything is a construct. And then it's just like, so why do we extend that past gender and sex? Why don't we just keep going? You know, are we doing comedy or fucking karate right now? Who knows? You know, are we in Mark's fucking garage or Pittsburgh? I don't know. It's a construct. It's all made up. It's just intellectually, it's the equivalent to when I was a kid in kindergarten. All right, there was this kid who he was 3 times the size of us. Like he was this giant bully kid. And he would make you play rock, paper, scissors for everything, right? If there was one fucking red crayon left, this guy Artie, this fucking asshole, he was 5, but I assume he continued to be a fucking asshole. He'd be like, play rock, paper, scissors for it. And he'd be like, no, man, just take it. Just take it. Because you knew you either had to play rock, paper, scissors with his rules, which were every fucking time he would do bulldozer, right? Which beat everything. And if you didn't play, he would just beat the shit out of you. That was, and I feel like intellectually that's what this is. When you say everything's made up, it's just like, all right, well, what do we say about anything?
And it's just so weird. I'm gonna bring this back up. It says unregistered.
1 second. I think it's very ironic that a white guy is saying a truth is a truth and nothing but the truth, and the same kind of white guy is saying everything's the truth. The white guys are the problem. I mean, that's clear. And it's the white dudes that are going full fucking retard.
It's the liberal white
every
dudes.
single time.
It's the liberal elite white dudes.
You think this guy's a liberal?
I
Who,
think
this guy? He's a
a professor.
far liberal as
Yeah.
It's crazy when the further you get to the fringes of they
they
both
come
meet in the
together.
middle at
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
pedophile. Disgusting.
Right?
Disgusting.
That's
Bro.
or some
so
sort of sexual
weird.
DVC
It's really
ring.
gross.
That's
The
so
further you
true.
get, it's all there.
We're checking these ideas, and we should be checking the fucking white guys. I'm sorry.
All right,
That's
Leroy,
what we
I'm
should-
the one that brought this to your
I
attention.
know, and I love you, bro.
Okay.
And I love
Thank you.
God.
Brett.
I'm just waiting for the day where I get pulled into the room and we're all like, "Hey, Brett, we don't
But
feel
that
safe anymore."
That first clip
You
is
gotta
so
go.
triggering. It's so triggering, and I don't have the context of like what they're even talking about. But for a white guy to say a truth is a truth and you don't get your truth is like talking about a very disenfranchised group of people, which are black women, saying that I should have the same experience as you, when it's absolutely not. They have the worst experience on
Yeah,
this planet
but-
constantly.
But the point, first of all, it was hilarious that she said that's not true afterwards, because it brings up the point that we have to have some sort of agreed upon reality to coexist. And of course, there's perspective. There's perspective and experiences that people cannot understand. First of all, I don't believe any of us can really objectively view the truth. That doesn't mean that it's not going on around us.
Yeah.
You know, like you're saying, there is social and racial injustice. A person from a wealthy guy who had take typical white guy, ignorant white guy A, right? He's not going to be able to maybe not be able to come to terms with what you're saying because he doesn't have the experience, has no idea what you're talking about, and is going to dismiss what you have to say. That doesn't mean there isn't that truth circling around him, whether he wants to admit it or not.
Yeah.
So I think that exists for other things.
I mean, two people could experience the same situation and come out with two totally different You know.
Yeah.
And then for each and every one of us, our experience is all that we have and all that really matters to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing that we're all experiencing our individual experiences together. And then when there's times when we all have to be a group, it's interesting and weird and violent and chaotic sometimes to see how those things are very difficult to fucking mix.
And the hardest thing for most people, especially most people that have a tough time with these things, is putting themselves in someone else's shoes.
And putting themselves aside.
Yeah. And getting outside of their experience and trying to understand someone else. That's the hardest thing. And that's why we're so married to, like, this is my idea and you can't move me off of it. You're wrong. I'm right. I'm going to always be right. And that's what causes the division. That's what causes all the...
And what you said is true on not just a weird sexual level. It's true. You go so far around to the other side, you find that it's like, oh, wow, it's a lot of conniving, manipulative, powerful, highly intelligent people that are using these kind of ideas against us. And they go so far to the other side that it becomes about, like...
Is there a possibility that we might be wrong?
That we might be wrong?
Yeah.
All the time.
That they're right?
Well, look,
that people in charge of the world are right.
The people running a podcast called Unregistered.
He's not. Whatever he said.
What the fuck?
whatever he said.
I gotta pull this up. Look
whatever he said is not right. So no.
The podcast is called Unregistered.
But the point I was trying to get to is, like, when you disabuse the entire notion of truth, you can start getting away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
You can start manipulating people in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But you know Chris Dunham?
Yeah.
Our friend Chris, he had a joke about that to Dot's point out, but he made a great point about when you get too far on the extremes, they basically become the same thing. Like, and he was talking about, his point was this, because he's a teacher, right? He was saying that the school that he teaches at, like, they won't be, because it's mostly like a minority population, a lot of Latinos like that. It's gone so liberal that they're like, we don't want white teachers teaching our BIPOC kids. Because they don't have the cultural understanding or awareness. And then you look at that, and it's basically the same as people who are extreme conservative segregation. Right. It's like, we don't want white kids being taught by black or brown teachers.
And that's my point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
I get bummed out by the fact that constantly happens. Yeah. And it's like sometimes people make things so black and white, and it's like, no, sometimes it's a bit more nuanced, and
it's
like
a lot of gray.
It's sad to see that we fucking constantly fucking do that, and when I feel like it's being done to us, it bums me out even more.
Yeah, we as society have not. We just don't understand the ideas of balance at all.
No.
It's hard in this country.
It's either burning or freezing. It's either black and white. Like it is disappointing that when we start talking about things that kind of make sense to everybody, someone will go fully off the radar.
For real.
And just ruin the whole discussion.
Yeah.
You just ruined their day, Brett, with that fucking video.
Walk in each other's shoes, man. I want you to wear my shoes, Leon. I want you to see how uncomfortable these shoes are.
What's the size difference there?
I can't fit those.
Why are you wearing shoes in your place that we
These
can't
are
wear?
Crocs. These are my designated
Crocs are
indoor Crocs.
All right.
Indoor Crocs are allowed.
All right. Give it up for Dot, everyone.
Hey.
All right.
All right, I have two videos, but the first one, and then I'll say something, and then we'll do the other video.
Hold on, which one's yours?
We're timing you, Dot.
No, that's not that one.
No one gets a fucking timer. To
Is it this one? What's the second?
that one. It's that one, and then the other one that I sent you is in your message. I sent a text message to you.
Okay. Let me play this one first.
Make sure the sound. Okay, good. All right.
What are you making us watch, Dot?
That's
Dot
always
always
killed.
I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids.
All right. This is what happens when things like hobby horse advance. These are now they are the horse, and really what this is this is why we have to let kids participate in fucking sports, because this is what you get when you like keep kids out of sport. You get this, you get fucking Quidditch, You ever seen the kids in the park playing fucking Quidditch? They call it quaffle ball now because they don't like J.K. Rowling, but yeah. And I only bring this up because
It's from Harry Potter. Yeah,
it's
come on.
Quidditch. They play
what's
like
the other
Quidditch.
name?
They don't want to call it Quidditch. Don't play the next movie yet. Yeah, there's a lot of. I only bring this up because because trans athletes are like all in Trump just signed an order that bans trans athletes from participating in sports, and like the thing is like that's less than 1% of the population. Like in all of NCAA, there's like 500,000 athletes, like less than 10 of them are trans, and most of them you can't tell. Like I know Leah Thomas, like that's a late in this. There's a lot of nuance is really what it is. You can't make a full judgment on how women can participate or how trans athletes participate. However, when we exclude children from sport, you get weird fucking people. Okay, everyone should have to fucking everyone should have to participate in sport. And then play this really quick just for a quick second. Uh-oh.
I am so tired of talking about being transgender. When I first started TikTok, I
Okay,
was
go ahead
making
and
a lot
pause
of
it.
money.
That's
But I
all we
only made
need. This is who you want in the women's locker room with your. I mean, this is a trans man. This is what
Hold on, this is
trans people look like. This is a trans man. This person's been
He's killing it. on the
taking
trans game.
testosterone
Yeah,
for how
killing
many
it on
fucking
trans
years. Now here's the thing.
Look at that beard.
I also want to bring up the fact that in sport in general, listen, I know that I compete in sport. I played softball in college. I compete in weightlifting and CrossFit. And I don't think someone in their 30s should just, decide to, be trans and then compete at that highest level. But I do think there should be a space for them. This is what trans people look like. When the thing that people are scared about, or the reason why they're, putting like legislation for less than 1% of the population, is because they're worried about these men who are going to disguise themselves as women and hurt girls or hurt whatever. If they wanted to do that, they could just become cops. They could just literally beat the shit out of anyone. They could kill anyone they want to. Okay? Nobody wants to fucking cut their dick off unless they want to cut their fucking dick off. Okay? Like, you're not gonna the people who are like, doing, they're talking about going to jail, and if I say I identify as a woman, then I can be in a women's jail. The people who are capitalizing on like loopholes are not fucking trans people. They're men. Men are the fucking problem. Again, the people who are raping, there's a reason why we have like laws in all states that we shouldn't marry minors. It's not because women are marrying minors, even though you can all think of the one teacher, right? Everyone thinks of the same woman. When you think of like female pedophiles, she's still married to the kid today. You guys don't know the Asian kid?
From Seattle.
If you say, that's a real thing. But if you think of, if I say, that male pedophile, there's hundreds of fucking thousands of them. There are lists of them. You know what I mean? Like, it's trans people are not the problem, even though, it's really just men and people who are trying to capitalize on fucking, loopholes, right? Like,
I don't know if it's men as much as it is fear.
Sure.
I feel like it's across the board. People have so much fear when it comes to even their ideas,
Right.
And that seems to be more of the problem than anything.
I know, and the guy who signs the document that says is the same guy. Sorry, the guy who signs this executive order into act is the guy with 37 felonies and has arguably abused women. That's the guy who's going to protect. They've sent 50 little girls to stand with this guy. If there was a man who had 37 felonies and had raped women, would you send your daughter to go stand behind him in a fucking picture? Only if he's a Cheeto. Like, you guys know he raped his wife, right? His ex-wife, the one who's buried on the golf course. That's why he doesn't pay taxes on Mar-a-Lago. It's in a deposition. You can look it up. He had a bald spot. She recommended a surgeon to him, and it hurt a lot more than the scalp reduction hurt a lot more than he intended. He ripped a chunk of her hair out and then raped her. She had to sleep. She locked herself in a room that night. That's in a deposition. He's a fucking rapist. Okay, you can rape your wife.
Pull that up.
Yeah, pull it up. So I don't know. The same parents that would send their kids to go stand behind a felon who's also a sexual abuser is like the same parents that kept sending their kids back to Michael Jackson's house. They're like, yeah, but you're gonna be famous. You know, this could be.
It's
Anyways.
hard for me not to agree with what you're saying, dude. I mean, when I saw when I saw the video of him signing it with all the little white girls, I'm like, first off, you couldn't find one black girl to put in this. Every time I see Donald Trump doing something, it looks like The Purge.
Yeah, 100% The Purge.
It's like intentionally that being done at this point, like to look like white supremacy, and
we're literally Heil Hitlering and like letting people get away with it.
It is triggering being a person of color, and I've been very much trying to stay in the center because I've been very triggered by the liberals as well, you know. But like what's going on now, it's just like, oh my God, like how, what's next?
Yeah, it's also like, you know, I mean, Joe Biden was pretty credibly accused of sexual assaults, and everyone kind of just worked to cover it up. I mean, the woman's mother called into Larry King Live in 1992, and Apple and all the playlists stripped it from Google Play. And then there was just it was just like Alyssa Milano literally has two texts or tweets back to back that are like, believe all women. And then that Tara Reid comes out, and it's like, well, we can't believe all women.
Yeah, I mean, bringing up a different rape case doesn't make me feel any better about. Yeah, they're all fucking rapists.
For that, though?
Yeah, and
like
I'm not. I mean,
it's like to think the world is ending now. It's like it's been this way. This isn't just like a new
but
thing.
even if Biden was a rapist, or even if he wasn't taking any rights away from anybody. He was arguably making too much space for everybody. Yeah, sure. If
taking her rights away.
We don't But in this country, what year was that?
She called in. Her mother called into Larry King Live in 1992, asking for advice on what to do.
Okay, right. I was 1 year old when that happened, and right. So, I think that rapists should be working in?
So, can we make a deal though? When the Democrats come into office next time, can we also, like?
Yeah, I don't like rapists, and I don't like bigots. So, like, no matter what side you're on, I'm not going to advocate like. You know, someone was saying that Matt Gaetz is still in office. We know he's a fucking pedophile. He's paying underage women. So like, we don't actually care that anybody's a rapist, because if you're a dude, if you're a white dude, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, and that's the thing. Like,
he's not in office anymore.
Yeah, these words have kind of weight.
Matt Gaetz is not in office.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz is not in office, and
he's polling right now to potentially run for governor.
Okay, well, Pete Hegseth is definitely a fucking offender, and his mom wrote a letter about him and told me she get help, which she retracted because he's gonna be the leader of defense. You know, they're all. I think if you get past a certain level, and you have to be bought, and you have to have done. You can't have this much money and be a good person past a certain level, because you have to know that you're sacrificing other people for yourself. Like, that's just what it is. Sure. Eat the rich. Anyways, who's coming up next? Chris Rubio.
Oh, is it me?
Woo! Huh? No, I think that's the first round. I mean, Brett, as the resident white man, how are you taking all this?
I mean, this is like not new. So I've lived in New York City and LA my entire adult life.
Man,
I have a black wife.
But how does it feel to just be born so evil? Like, I mean, like.
Well, it's a blow to the ego for sure.
It's like
when it's just like constant hatred towards.
Man, you got paying for the crimes of the past.
Oh man. Yeah. This is a non-political thing I picked.
Thank you.
Non-political. Make sure you mute the mic.
It gets built into
2, 3, 4.
Point,
All right. This is for everybody in here. Look at this. This is how we compete as fierce competitors. Look at the eye contact. Look at
Excellent swing.
Look at that. Just pure eye
1-2 the
contact,
count.
pure
Gaddis deals
machismo,
the
man.
1-2. Soto fouls it
Keep
away.
battling. Keep battling. He's like, okay, all right. All
Soto
right,
just
I got you.
stalking Gaddis right now. After
No
these foul
fear.
balls, just shaking his head. Do it again. Another 1-2. Connor Gaddis.
Keep going. Keep
Emptying out
going.
the tank right now.
Keep going, man. We got a few more seconds. The payoff's
Soto
good.
Fights
And
off
I'm not
another
even
one.
an avid
This will be pitch
baseball
number 7.
like watcher.
The count is still
But if you just
1-2.
see this
Gaddis
battle that's
deals.
going
Soto,
on,
a high fly ball to center.
cranked
Thomas
it.
backing up. Thomas at the track. And Juan Soto.
Look at that. Okay, pause it. Pause it. This is, I love seeing this because I play basketball. This is how we compete. Like there's certain things amongst men that when you're competing at a sport, this is what happens. You're trying to overmasculate the the other man. Like it doesn't matter what I'm playing, who I'm playing with. I could be playing with a 40-year-old, 50-year-old. I'll be talking shit. I've talked shit to a 15-year-old before. Okay, and I had to make sure the dad wasn't there. Wasn't there, and I was like, hey, come on, fucking, you can't shoot. And just, I just love seeing the competitive nature out of it. Because when I see this, I see the 1990s basketball where everything was all aggressive. Right now the NBA is a little too soft. Everything is a foul. It's like the NFL too is like everything has become too soft. And back in the 90s, I love seeing Michael Jordan go against the Knicks every single play. There was some sort of dirty, either elbow, a dirty knee. And right now you can't even play like that, and that's what I love seeing, and that's the way I play basketball. I am the Filipino John Stockton. In a way where, hey, you know what? If you're better than me, I will do some dirty shit. I will grab your jersey. I will try to trip you. And sure, I've gotten into fights, and I got into a fight a couple weeks ago, but that was because of something else. But hey, that's just the way it is, and I know you compete, right? I mean, in softball it's different. I mean, were you a pitcher or a catcher? Weren't you talking shit to the batter sometimes? It's like that all the time. It's like the competitive nature. And I feel like that has been lost, a lot of it. I see this in scoreless basketball games. I see 6-year-old basketball players in scoreless basketball games. I've seen it with my eyes, and I'm like, this is so wrong. And everybody's pampered. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't fight. When I was playing basketball that young, I was dirty. I was a little killer, and I think it's like that's just cancerous kind of ideology has been plaguing the whole thing. So all of sports. No. Thank you. You guys like. I'm just very, very
You like the socks
comfortable.
above.
Yeah, I like how your socks
Tucked
are
in,
tucked into your socks.
That's
It's
a
called being
basketball
lazy.
thing.
Yeah.
Tucking the sweats in the socks.
Yeah.
He's a baller.
Yeah. And then what? I mean, I know Mark don't play sports. You play sports, right?
Man, I grew up playing sports, man. I'm like man, you guys are sick. Look, what?
Hey, Mark, you look like
I would be in the NFL right now if it wasn't for the racism. That's what I'm trying. The discrimination against the Asian population in the NFL is disgusting.
100%.
That's why I can't stand that. No, I love football, dude. Look, I got a football. We'll go play football after this, man. We'll toss around. You'll see what a real NFL quarterback looks. But I know what you mean, yeah. No, but see, here's the difference. Like it's like in I would like fucking boxing. It is like a pure description of what you're talking about because there's no hiding. You know what I mean? And boxing, like fighters are dirty. They'll do what they can get away with. If you do what you can, like an experienced fighter knows all the tricks when the referee's on this side, and that's all part of the game. So. No, I agree with you. Like it's too soft. Yeah.
I was a better shit talker than I was an athlete.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was a better shit talker than I was an athlete.
Oh, that I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was good. I was pretty good though.
I could tell you had a mouth on you, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like this guy talks a lot of shit on the basketball court.
And golf, actually.
Oh, I love golf.
Yeah. But yeah, I talked a lot of
Golf
shit in
game.
baseball and basketball.
Well,
And
I
golf.
think Leon didn't talk shit, let his game back
Nice.
him up, but then when shit got serious, it got serious.
As far as shit talking,
football, right?
no, I didn't really talk shit.
What were you? What position were you?
I played defensive end and defensive tackle, linebacker. I played a little fullback.
Ooh, shit. It was definitely those are shit talking positions. Well, actually, cornerbacks. Cornerbacks
I mean,
are.
there's a healthy level of shit talking on the football field at all times, and I spoke the language.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like I wasn't annoying about it. There's some football players that are just like, that's what they're doing.
I
They're
am
just
annoying.
Non-stop talking shit. I will say
Bro.
though, if I played basketball, I would be a shit talker because, listen, that's what those pickup games. That's what makes those pickup games fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what, the shit talking.
Yeah.
What I don't like is I don't like when people sign up for the shit talking arena and then you get your butt hurt and you get your feelings hurt. Now you want to fight. Oh, grow some balls, man.
Yeah,
We're shit
yeah.
talking. We're just talking shit.
That's what a lot
You
of the
know?
times the shit
boys
talking
being
turns
boys,
into
you
a
know?
physical fight because people don't know how to talk shit.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm that guy. I'm that guy that takes it to 100. I'm that guy that's screaming like, yeah! 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 I'm that guy. Even though I scored
I can see someone
even though I
wanting to
scored
fight.
1
Yeah, I
point
can
the
see it.
whole 1 point the whole game.
After that
You know,
first,
hey,
I was like, oh, shit.
hey, there's been several times at a pickup game I've scored no points, but I scored the winning basket. You know, I played shitty all through the pickup game, and I just did the winning basket. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of my court. I just scored 1 basket. You know what I mean? And yeah, that was me, dude. Yeah, but also I only talk shit to people who are talking shit too. I never initiate.
Yes,
I never
there's a
try to
code.
initiate. There's a code. If you're gonna talk shit,
Can't talk shit to the
you know, I'm just not that. You know,
I think when you're an athlete, you have for me it's like this, like shit talking is part of the game.
100.
But also, if you want to fight, that's part of the game too. For me, in my mind, in hockey,
No.
hockey
Hockey is just
Hockey.
5
Yeah,
minutes.
but yeah, I mean,
You
that's-
have to sit out for 5 minutes.
football, any arena, for me, if you want to fight,
Oh, it's on. Yeah.
we can fight.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person, like, I don't want to fight. But if you want to fight, we can fucking fight.
okay, all right. So
I'm
interpret
just
this.
letting everybody
so
know.
Let me.
If you want to fight.
Yeah. Let me do this. Let me do this. Okay. If me and you playing basketball,
Yeah.
and you're on the opposite team, and I drive in, and you know I see you coming, and I give you a little dip shoulder, which is part of the game.
Yeah.
Would you fight?
No, that's the game.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
but
there's
you're
plenty
gonna
of
get you
people
next
that will
time. You're gonna
fight.
dip shoulder.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm talking about when somebody says, fuck this, I want to fight.
Yeah.
I'm saying, let's
Let's
fucking
do
fight. that's what I'm saying. For me, it's part. Now, getting guns, that's different.
That's
because
different.
it also could go to that, especially pick up basketball games.
I've gotten my ass kicked before.
People
No,
go
and
get
I
guns
knew I
and,
was gonna
like,
get
try
my
to
ass
kill
kicked, but I
people.
had my
Like,
little
that's how-
pride. You know, man. And
I think a lot of grown-up men also don't know how to handle their emotions.
100%.
You know,
100%.
I think that's also a problem. I think, you know,
It's responsible for nearly all murder.
yeah, it's like
Sexual assault.
it's like you sign
To
up
Dot's
for
point.
Like
sign up
99.9%.
yeah,
of
you sign
murder,
up for the
sexual
you sign up
assaults
for
and
the
assaults.
arena. You know what's going on. You know what's happening. You know what we're doing. But then if it doesn't go your way, now you want to murder somebody. That's what that's the
those are
problem.
pussies, man.
Yeah.
Those are
that's the-
fucking
that-
pussies.
But is that part of like why you embrace this beef so much with Drake and Kendrick? Because it was like they resolved it in that arena, and they,
Bro,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's men's shit.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
men's shit, bro.
Yo, have you
Like,
ever heard this fighter Donald Cerrone? He said that.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah.
if it was a law that you could basically sign up and put yourself in a pool of agreed combat? So if you get in a traffic violation with someone, it's like, are you a part of agreed combat? And it'd be like, yeah.
There's
okay,
certain-
then we'll
there's
scrap.
a state
And
for
there's no
that.
law.
There's a
certain
state.
places that
Yeah.
are like that, like
Yeah.
mutual combat. Like if you go to fight somebody, I gotta look this up. Like,
But
where
I
this
think there is. I
But
think that is legit.
There's common law,
Yep.
or common ground. That's what happened with the Trayvon Martin thing in Florida. So
Okay.
Florida also
Florida seems
has
like
Isn't it
has
stand
a
your
state,
ground?
like stand your ground.
Yeah.
If you fight somebody and you accidentally die,
Oops.
you know,
Yeah.
like Florida has that stand your ground. There's a lot of
I
places
like
like that. And I don't agree with the Trayvon Martin thing. He was 17, but I do agree. I do agree. There's a lot
like
of
that.
people running around that talk a big game but you don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
You know, you don't really want that. You don't want to, that's the problem with drivers out here. Like everybody driving like you'll pull over and fight somebody. No, you won't.
I've gotten out of the car before.
I actually, to your point, I think
Yeah, you did.
I've gotten out of the car before. I pulled over.
my wife is gonna
With
get me
kids,
killed.
right? Kids that were tagging in your neighborhood.
Well, this was another time. No, one time I was driving on a street and a lady in a van cut me off, and it was a two-way street, and I pulled into this driveway. So when she was gonna turn left, I
Yeah.
got out of my car. I walked down Planter, and I was like, "Open up your windows!" Like an Asian lady taking her kids to like school. I was like, get out the car!" Like, and I was on the phone with my. I was like, "Hold on, mom!" Like, fucking put the phone down.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've
And
gotten
men
out
are
I
of
would
the
love to see
I was
Don.
like-
I would
I was
love to
like
see you in a
20
fight,
Fairly
Don.
violent.
Yeah.
I would love to see Don in a
I
fight.
was mad, and then I was like, I can't believe you're in the street right now. And I turned around, I went right back to my car.
Hey. All right, thank you guys. Give it up. That was a nice, healthy debate.
Yeah. It's been spirited.
Spirited.
Yeah, man. I actually love this episode, man. I mean, we're all so different.
Also different.
We're all so different. We all have a different view. It goes back to what we're talking about, how it's hard to, put yourself in someone else's perspective, but we get to because we're friends, we get to do that work, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually happy that you guys are coming here with your real, true ideas and how you feel, and you're bringing it to the stage that makes that's cool, man. I think that's cool. Even
Yeah.
whatever. I think Mark is the exact type of person that should be challenging me.
That's weird.
Every time Mark challenges me, I'm like, that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
He is the right size.
Yeah, exactly.
He is the right shape. Because I'll get triggered, but I won't get so triggered while I'll think, oh, he really wants to fight. He doesn't. I know that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Called you a shape, Mark.
Hey, I'm more than a
What's
shape,
his
all right?
shape? His
This
shape
is
is
what
potato.
Leon doesn't understand. He never expected that an alpha would come in this shape and size. He never saw that coming. He's like, what? He's not supposed to be an alpha?
The thing about Mark is he tells you he's a beta. He doesn't, you don't have to he tells you. Look at the Crocs. He got some inside Crocs, guys. Like
I drive a hybrid.
every time Mark pulls up, it's like I'm like, Mark's here.
I know. As soon as he pulled up, I was like, look at that gay ass car.
Mark drives a hybrid and his
single
wife
time.
drives a fucking Tacoma truck. Lifted, fucking like work is being done in the back of the truck. like man, this has been a great episode.
Hashtag end racism.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
We're ending it right now. That's
I think
what
my
we're doing. The
reparations
real
idea is
work.
good. Let's
Yeah.
push it forward.
Yeah.
Get some legislation.
Petition going.
Of everything.
Yeah.
Just one quick round. I've got. Okay.
Let's do a real 3-minute clock.
I've got
Or, yeah,
a video.
Whoever's behind
I'm
Dot
going.
yes,
I got
Dot.
it.
Thank you.
Clock dot.
I've got
Clock
a
dot.
video of Serena sea walking.
You can't tell. It's
No,
just a
that
react
was
to
in
the
my video. That was in my video.
Don't tell him. You just gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
Let's make it random.
Frank gone wrong.
Hey, nigga. Nigga, get this shit out the way, nigga. I'm in the way, punk ass nigga.
Fuck ass, nigga.
You ain't in the way and shit, nigga.
You straight?
I'm just saying, nigga, you in the way and shit, nigga. Get the fuck out the way.
You know what, man? I know where the fuck you at.
Where I'm at?
What the fuck you mean where you at? Man, you was tripping, homie.
The fuck you gonna do, hoe ass? Okay, sir. Cheers, it's a joke. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke, dude. It's a joke. Come here, nigga. Come here, nigga. Damn.
No. Keep playing.
Yeah, he deserves that.
Keep playing it.
He should have
Play the whole thing.
Okay, sir. Stop. It's a joke.
That needed to be seen. That was the whole video right there.
Good man.
Bro, some of these motherfuckers are, listen, you YouTubers out there, why do you want to find the right one? It's like they're searching for it. It's like you're searching for the right nigga to fuck with, and he found him that day, and he got hit with a yoga mat, and that was just amazing. Bro, like.
But they both won.
What do you mean?
They both won. They both won.
The shit went viral.
He got the content.
That's the interesting thing. Even getting beat up on the internet anymore will not make these people stop. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There is no shame anymore. There's no shame left in us. I don't like it. We need to bring shame back. Getting beat. I watched this black dude get beat up by a trans person on the internet the other day. I wish I had that. And it's just like, bro, like if that doesn't get you to stop with your fuckery, nothing else will, you know? But these YouTubers, man, they're out of control. Yeah, that shit. When he got, I actually put that in there. When he got hit with the yoga mat, I was like, oh.
That was the best part.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's so fantastic.
I don't even know what to do if I.
Right there.
Mark, if you got hit by a yoga mat,
Yeah.
like what would be if I got hit by a yoga mat and my ass was kicked at the same time? I
That'd be
know.
it.
I'm
I
moving
just
to
feel
a
like
different
if
city,
me
bro.
and-
Crawling that cave with Drake.
If me and Leon ever got into it, like he would hit me with a yoga mat. It would just be appropriate. He would just smack me with a yoga mat.
Why? So, here's the funny thing. Like I said, fighting is a part of the sport for me.
Yep.
It's a mutual agreement that two men get to come. Listen, we were talking about there's so many. If you want to fight, you could fight.
Oh yeah.
You could join a gym.
Yeah.
You could join. There's every corner there's a gym. Like men need to start being men. Like if you want to fight, you could fight. But if you want to talk, resolve things, we could do that too. Like that's being a man, bro. Like, but yeah, you know, I was at the Fourth Wall. This was a couple years ago, and I sat down, and this comic was in the bathroom, and he came out, and he started talking shit because I sat in his seat. I didn't know it was his seat, and I was thrown off, and then he was like, "I'll fuck you up," and I was like, "Word." Bro, say less. And the whole mic got shut down because I was like, nigga, come outside. Like, bro, I've been waiting for this. Like this. Like, thank you for showing up. Let's go fight. It's as simple as that, people. If you want to fight, you can fight.
Listen, I owe you an apology for that incident.
You can fight, baby. I'm telling you, like, if you want to fight, and this goes for everybody. If you have a problem with the guy, the kid, if you want to fight,
I think that's pretty apparent. At this
we
point.
could fight.
Yeah, I think everyone knows. Yeah. I don't think there's any ambiguity.
Dot's coming up next.
Here we go, Dot.
Okay, you're gonna do the timer then.
Who? Leroy, you're timing? Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god! You know what? It's funny how guys are like, they need you. These like, you guys all need to be touched so much that they're doing the jujitsu. I think it's so funny. They like need a fucking hug, and they're just like, "Is the camera gonna follow me?" They're like, Also, have you thought of? Do you guys watch foot porn at all? You guys, anybody in here doing foot porn?
I know what you're talking about.
Not a foot guy. I
Like a
just
foot
okay.
fetish?
Listen, I just have this thought. I don't understand how you can do like a foot job and be sexy. I mean, first of all, if I gave a foot job, if I was ever near a penis, it would look like 10 thumbs were grabbing your dick. And number two, it's a lot of core strength that I don't think, and a little bit of mobility. And then to keep your face not like this the whole time, like, look at this, you guys, hold on. Hold on, check this out. If I was like this.
no, keep that. No, do that again.
That's a good act.
Like, it's 10 thumbs. I've got fucking calluses on my feet. I just don't know how. All right.
Nah, foot porn is gross.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't. It's one that doesn't register to me.
The foot, yeah, and then if
Love
he
it.
comes on your feet, you can't walk away. You're gonna have to you're gonna be like on your heels the whole way. Gross.
Or not.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the shtick too.
He's gonna
Like
lick
to
it
come on
off.
your feet.
Disgusting. All right, let's get a video. Oh no. Okay, big girl. What?
That's impressive.
Wow.
I was expecting her to fall Saturday.
I was
We all
expecting
were.
you to fall too.
Especially
I
since-
follow a lot of like pro skaters and
Not as big as that. Though.
that is, yeah. I mean, they come in all sizes. Wow, I'm impressed. I also want to bring up that there's this weird fad right now where some women want to be ugly on purpose. Have you guys noticed this? Like, women who are women, identify as women, will like grow out their like mustache. They'll wear like high water jeans and like Doc Martens, and it's like their intent to look ugly. I don't know. It's like a young people thing. Have you guys not noticed that?
I have.
It's like they want to be ugly for real. Like, this is kind of how she's dressed. You're just like
a new hipster-ish kind of thing.
Gothish hipster.
yeah, it's a hipster thing, but it's like, how can I make this worse? Like, how can I make this
I like
more
that.
ugly?
I respect that.
I don't know. How much
Purposely
time do I
looking
have?
ugly. Yeah.
2.5?
I don't know. I knew like semi-attractive girls in college who would always just make a stupid face, like an ugly face every time they took a picture on purpose. Like
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, that was
I
always
mean,
annoying.
Or
Yeah.
like you see, like I mean, there's way more extreme versions. I've seen like very good-looking guys who will like tattoo their face and like mutilate their, with like piercings to the point where they look fucking crazy. But when you see what they look like, but like because they're like going against the beauty, like they don't want to be.
It is crazy how makeup could transform a person too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like most of these
Like
celebrities without
contouring.
makeup, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know. And now, like, I feel like it used to be like how dudes, they age so well, and we would always comment on how like dudes age like fine wine and women age like cheese. And now that dudes are also getting like Botox and fucking shit, they look like shit too, because now you can see it, the fucking difference. We just don't let people age. Like, just fucking get old, let your hair be gray, fucking move on. Okay, Brett, you're coming up. Did you just come up? No, Brett's coming up next.
let's go.
Get up here, Brett.
Yeah, you were talking about that fucking rolling around on the floor with dudes shit. My my dad took me to an amateur wrestling practice, and I thought I was gonna start like WWE. I thought that's like how you started going there. And I saw all these fucking. I'm like, I don't want to roll on the floor with these dude and do fucking headlocks. I want to clothesline a motherfucker.
Oh my
I
god.
want to drop an elbow off the top rope. But yeah, I couldn't. I've done every martial art besides jujitsu, because I just. And if a guy is really good at jujitsu and I get in a fight, I've accepted the fact I'm
Yeah.
just not going to win that fight.
Just take the L.
I'm going to take that L. I'm going to get choked out. I'm not going to know what to do.
At least you got your pride.
Yeah, I'll try to kick a motherfucker, and if that doesn't work, it's
Man, I saw this guy.
Lights out for me.
This drunk guy. It was like, security camera footage, and this guy that he had a Brazilian jiu-jitsu sweatshirt on, literally just ripped this guy's arm out of the socket.
That's the thing.
Gross.
If you are good at that jujitsu shit, there's not much of
You
like
pop an elbow.
a guy who even has a bit of training in fucking boxing or kickboxing or whatever. If you're
But
real good at jiu-jitsu,
I've heard both ways where if you're a good boxer versus a good MMA, it depends on the circumstance, but they have a 50-50% chance.
in MMA they say pretty much a great wrestler is going to beat most people.
Yeah.
And that, like Khabib,
Oh,
he never
100%.
lost.
Yeah.
And he just wrestled people down to the ground. It's first of all, it's fucking exhausting. Have you ever been in jiu-jitsu or
Yeah,
wrestling?
several
It's
times.
fucking exhausting when another fucking person your size is trying to wrestle you. It is much less energy to fucking kick a motherfucker in the chest.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
So, I hope I don't get jiu-jitsu.
I hope I don't get
Yeah, I won't. It won't go well for me. What is this?
Men with no hose.
Huh?
Where are you? 1 second, baby. I got you. Let me show you what it looks Nope, not in here. Hey, baby. What you doing?
Curing models.
Oh my! What the fuck is all that?
It looks very nice. You gonna be here for a while?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that's funny because I saw this video from some guy, I forget who it was, but he was saying that the problem with the world today is all these tech dudes are all like former Dungeon and Dragon players who are now jacked and rule the world, and we're all paying for it now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really what's happening.
Yeah.
Is that all these Dungeon and Dragon dudes made some computer thingy, learned jujitsu, and now they can kick our ass?
That's Mark Zuckerberg. Right there.
Exactly.
Bro,
That's
that's
Mark
it.
Zuckerberg.
Yep.
That is the Zuck.
I still think we could all kick his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be pretty ashamed of it.
Yeah.
I'd be crawling in that cave with Drake if I couldn't whip Zuckerberg. What is he? 150 pounds?
He looked pretty big, actually, when he did that last video when he was wearing his weird gold chain. He looked like he's put on some
He's
weight.
definitely put on some
He's wearing
muscle.
a big old shirt.
But I still think he's what 5. No offense, Mark. 5'9", 150, 60 pounds at the most.
Yeah.
Yo, and I will say, as someone who used to be fat as shit, I mean,
you fat
size matters. Like when you're significantly bigger than someone,
Oh, yeah.
you don't have to be that great at fighting. Like when I was a bouncer, I didn't know what the fuck I was. I was just so fucking big, you know.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something about how your penis is better when you're thinner, but
It
you
is.
went a complete.
That's
'cause
true,
it should
too.
should seem bigger, right?
No, your
You
dick,
can just see it.
Your dick definitely feels bigger, and it does seem a bit more lively.
Lively.
Much more lively.
Definitely more lively.
Never
Yeah,
heard
for
one
sure.
described that way.
Much,
That's a lively dick you
much
got
more
there,
vigor.
Brett.
Yeah, it's in general. I don't think it's great being fat. You know, it sucks. I'm lit.
You're lit.
One
I'm
minute.
Oh, is it 5?
What's this? A bounty hunter's ego gets destroyed?
Yeah, let's see this one.
Let's see this.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I imagine a bounty hunter has a
Come on,
pretty big
step over my
ego.
truck for me.
I'll pass.
I'm sorry?
I'll pass.
Okay, you step over my truck. It's not a question. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You're gonna let go
Okay,
of me.
I'm not gonna let go of you.
You
Take
are
it this
not
way.
gonna like it if
Don't.
I get annoyed.
How you gonna like it if I tase you? How you gonna like it if I tase you? This is gonna end bad for you, brother.
You're a bounty hunter and you've given me the high
Stop. Because if I have to take you forcefully.
Here's the thing, I don't think you can take me forcefully.
Why is
man,
that?
I
Do you
wanna
have a
be
hand?
this
Do you
dude.
have a karate hand? What are you gonna do? You gonna karate chop me? You the karate kid all of a sudden?
More and more.
More and more what?
More and more I want to fight you. It's got something to do with the voice, the hair, the taste.
Bro, I have a hat
This
on.
is your boy, Leo.
Find another bond, another target, get another job. You look like you do great at Target.
Turn around
I want to look
and
at
put
the
your
fear in your eyes when you cuff me.
Get in the truck, turn the key, let's go. What are you gonna do?
Oh, man, that is my spirit animal this day
I
forward.
love this white guy.
God, you gotta love that white guy
Is this
energy,
real,
huh?
Or is this like dramatized?
It could be fake, but still,
yeah,
it's
like-
entertaining.
I will say, as another white guy, that confidence, it's just something inside us. You know, I don't know if it's just society being in our favor,
Dude, this
but
picture right
that
here
is white dude confidence.
Dude, this picture right here is so you, Brett. I so see you in that.
I mean,
car.
I felt like a kinship with this guy. I really did.
So I think that's the, like white guys always have this potential right here.
Yeah.
Like to just kill it in any situation.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I've told you, I've talked my way out of 5 DWIs. That's not
Damn. How many have you gotten? Zero?
0. Clean record. Yeah, that's not cool.
Well, your
though,
run for office is eternally shot. You can't run for office now.
I think that was long gone. I've discussed crack use. I think my general vibe.
You can literally do anything and be in office, though. You could just still do it, man. You could grab her by the pussy and fucking do it.
Because like, here's the thing. Maybe I could get through with some. I don't think I have the whatever it takes to deal with the public humiliation of running for office that you inevitably go through.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
couldn't
get
fucking
through
do
the
that.
fucking.
I would want to fight everyone. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to be the person that, like I would be. Yeah, no. I'd be
I think if you can do comedy, I think you could pull off fucking
Politics?
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
Really, Mark?
You have got the
Yeah.
Really?
voice. You've got a great look.
I'd vote for you.
Those are pretty superficial qualities.
That's all you
but
need.
Dude,
You're very smart. We've already established all that.
Here's the thing, though.
What would you run for?
I have what?
What would you run for?
Well, I've been waiting to make the announcement. No, I would. Here's what I would do. I would recall Governor Newsom. This is what I would do. White boy versus white boy, the ultimate showdown for California.
There it is. There's your PSA. Go look in the camera and tell them your slogan.
I'm coming for you, Newsom.
You got my vote.
Thanks, man.
You got my vote for sure. Mark.
Have you guys seen the show Veep? Have you seen the show Veep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that show. Have you seen Veep?
Oh yeah, I love.
That's what I think about when I think of politics.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't know, you guys are
That
talking
was
about
such a
something.
good show.
But I already forgot. What do we got?
All right, let's do it.
Have you guys heard that thing about the night vision goggles?
No.
Weird, dude. You know, night vision now, it's green. But in the Vietnam War, the night vision goggles that they were issued were red light, and multiple people in the U.S. military that were using them were seeing what they were reporting as flying demons.
Ooh, stop.
And so there's an instance where they're flying these helicopters in Vietnam. It was a safe zone, no hostility. And then the gunner in the back just started shooting. And the pilot's like, "What are you shooting at?" And this guy, he was like panicked and he's like sweating and like this. It looked like he was like seeing a demon. And they're like, "What are you shooting at?" He's like, "The demon." Apparently, this giant winged demon creature was like flying at him. And then people on the ground in the jungles that were using it, they were also seeing like these demonic looking, freaky looking creatures. And so the military banned those night vision goggles.
What?
And they replaced them with green light.
Did the bullets work?
I've looked into it a little bit because I heard the same thing, but what they argued against it is that
Who picked this clip?
Also, why was there a simultaneous video?
Yeah, what is this side-by-side 3D print? I don't even know what the fuck is going
For
on.
people with ADHD, like you can't, you could only listen, but you need your eyes to be focused.
I thought this was interesting because
So Leon picked this clip. All right, tell us about it. What'd you like about this clip?
It's your clip.
I'm not doing this clip. Fuck this clip.
Do you believe in demons?
All right. Huh?
Do you believe in demons?
Man, it's like, I think what they're referring to is white men. I think that's...
Yeah, it sounds like white men.
I saw these white men appearing in the goggles, and I just had to start shooting.
Give him
He was so confident.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, does he walk away from this? Let's see the rest of it. Yeah, that dude got it pretty bad. The other guy just disintegrated. There ain't nothing left.
Bro, let's watch it. Watch it one more time.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
That's crazy.
He's out of there.
Yeah.
This isn't like fucking.
which guy's?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Well, maybe that was the plan. We got to take this dude out.
Plan for
Play
it.
stupid games. Win stupid prizes.
Yeah, it's like those. Did you see those rednecks that shot their lawnmower? You ever see that one?
Oh, and it's.
Oh, just fucking shot into a million pieces and chopped their head off. You
Whoa,
know,
wow.
they're
Like,
just
I
cow-
can't
It was
remember
on?
what state it was, but they
Yeah,
had to
yes, it
tell
was.
people to stop shooting into like storms
Yeah.
because they were just shooting into
yeah.
tornadoes and shit.
I think there was a government thing where they had to do a
They
thing
had to
where
say
they
stop.
because in one state, it might have been Alabama or Arkansas.
Yes. Yeah.
It was like one of the top emergency response calls was due to people shooting at like their
storms.
I think like their fucking tractor or their car or their fucking gasoline tank or
Wow.
or their
I do
grill.
gotta say something about this clip
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
There's clips
Yeah.
of Asians doing stupid stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a fraction of what I see
Yeah.
most ethnicities do.
Well,
Yeah.
let's be honest. I'll say it's mostly white guys. doing this kind of stuff.
Well, when you
Shooting
have
things and blowing
time to
things up.
do whatever, like when you have the time to be like, man, things are so easy. Let's just go blow up my fucking hand. You know?
That's a lot of poor
You're
whites
right.
doing that though.
Yeah,
like blowing up
you got a
their
lot
hands and
of-
shit.
I mean, but this is
Who's
something I
that?
would do
It's
for
not 'cause they're not
sure.
working.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
blowing up
cocaine,
something.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
something I would probably get into
Yeah.
that I would like to do.
It looks pretty dumb.
I know. That's what I like.
Let's see another one. Let's
to
just
be
keep
that
going.
guy that
Yeah.
holds
Wow.
the drone.
Yeah. Here, hold this.
Like, what do they have to do? Okay, who's holding the drone?
Yeah.
Who's holding the drone?
Play bulldozer.
They look like
Beat 'em rock.
military people, but there was like a family in the park there with them, just
Yeah.
like for the barbecue.
That was ridiculous.
Oh man.
Let's see another one. Why not? We got so many
That's
clips and we
an
don't get
avoidable
through a lot of
death, though.
clips.
Do it.
I
assume he's
also
dead,
don't
right?
want you
Oh, he's
to
dead.
complain
Yeah.
about the clips if you're not picking clips.
Oh, there it is.
Shots fired.
There it
Shots
is.
fired.
We're gonna have to have a meeting after this.
That's all right.
We're gonna have to have a
Oh, we
meeting
got
after this
now
one.
this sleazy son of a bitch. Oh no!
Oh.
I thought we were gonna do a Goodell clip.
Feeling.
I feel good, and I'm gonna show LeBron how a 40-year-old is supposed to do it.
Okay, Paul Wall, with the confidence. And go. All right, Paul Wall. Paul Wall, we're all rooting for you. There we go. That's $100 in the bank. Another one up. Not good.
It's your uncle. Bam.
Oh, we missed it. Yeah. Wow. He's
I know
showing
we're not-
LeBron.
Isn't it amazing? Those are both 40-year-old men.
Yeah, it's
LeBron
crazy.
and that guy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's do one more clip. Why not?
Nothing to say on that one?
I don't know. I don't watch basketball. I wonder who picked this clip.
Hobby Horse Championship has galloped through Frankfurt. The popular pastime saw trained competitors take neigh prisoners on their canter to the top. Roughly 300 riders were scored on time jumping, style jumping and dressage on their wooden
Yeah.
stick horses. It all began in Finland and has recently exploded in popularity.
Oh
thanks
man,
to
pause that, man. Like, yeah, no, that's how bad we fucked up Germany after World War II.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is what they turned
that's
into.
what it's come to. That great culture, with all that history. They almost took over the world twice, and this is what they've been reduced to.
Yeah.
Man, god damn. And then, but you showed us a video clip where they don't even use the horse anymore, right?
It's like
They
a weird-
become the horse.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird
They
furry
become the horse.
situation.
They've improved
They are
on
the
this.
horse.
They are the
They're
horse
the
now.
vehicle.
Did you ever have one of those horses when you were a kid?
No.
I'm pretty sure I had one of those.
I'm pretty sure you did too.
There it is.
Listen, tall
See,
enough to get on
see,
a
here's the
horse.
thing.
You tossed that to him.
Leon is exactly the type
Oh my god, not pick it up.
of person. Is that my time?
We're the perfect duo.
He is exactly the person in the same way that everything about me is going to challenge certain things that he's got to confront.
Yeah.
It's the same exact thing. It
Yeah.
goes both ways, man.
We're all
It's
mirrors
interesting.
for each other.
Let me do one more. Who gives a shit? I like seeing these clips, man. We should
You
be
don't
doing
like
like.
to say much about him, but you like to watch him.
I do
We'll
like
just watch
watching them. I
clips
like
together.
watching them more than. All right, let's see this.
Trick they teach, which I'll teach you. It's not part of my warmth cues, but I'm gonna teach it to you because I think it's interesting. Don't let anyone use this on you.
Okay. And nobody at home used
Don't
this on
use
anyone
this.
else.
Don't use this on anyone else. But so there's this thing that NLP people will do, or pickup artists will do, where they move their hand like this, and it begins. The other person will begin to nod because typically when we do this with our hand, the other person starts to nod, which makes you think, "I agree, I agree, I agree."
What are you doing for anyone that is watching?
I'm moving my hand up and down in a nodding yes motion. And so what I've noticed very manipulative people will do is they'll be doing this. They speak like, "Don't you understand what I'm saying? Do you get this?" And the other person will start to nod. And I've seen audiences, entire audience will start nodding. And then you think to yourself, well, I'm nodding, so I must agree with this person. It's a secret way to get someone to secretly agree with you. So just
This is also how lesbians have sex.
All right, is that how they get started?
Is that how lesbians have sex?
This little circular motion.
That's interesting.
I want to see if Trump does this. You know, I've never seen Trump do that.
He does this.
He
talks
does
with
this.
the hands.
Yeah, he's got his own thing.
Gavin Newsom is the prime example. Of
Yes.
He does the hand thing too.
Oh yeah.
Gavin
That's
Newsom does
thing.
a series
Yeah.
of, he does many hand gestures.
Oh, man,
He's like
that's
a musical
interesting.
theater actor.
Yeah.
With his hand gestures.
Here, I got a hand gesture for you, Leon.
Do it.
I think it's a good place. Get up here, Chris. Are you going to do it?
Like I said,
I'll do one.
if
You guys
you
are wearing the
want to
same
fight, just say the magic words, baby.
I'll do one clip, one final clip, and then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then toss it to
You know,
Leon.
you and Leroy were wearing the same jacket. That's cute.
They're mirrors.
No.
You're going to be dead in 2 days.
Yeah, I am.
Have you processed that?
I mean, as much as a person can, right? That's a heavy duty thing, isn't it?
Do you think you deserve the death penalty?
No, I don't, though, actually. However, I think that if Jeremiah Miller's family really thinks I killed him, they should have the opportunity to kill me. You know what I mean? And so I guess maybe I do believe to some extent in an eye for eye. I mean, I know how I would respond if somebody killed somebody I love, and I was sure they did it.
Is this the same video from that? Hold on. Start this over again.
You killed him?
I didn't say that. I said you bail him out of jail.
It's interesting just because it's not the world we live in.
I get it.
Yeah. Start it
You're
over.
dead in 2 days.
Yeah, I am.
Have you processed that?
I mean, as much as a person can, right? That's a heavy duty thing, isn't it?
Do you think you deserve the death penalty?
No, I don't, though, actually. However, I think that if Jeremiah Miller's family really thinks I killed him, they should have the opportunity to kill me. You know what I mean? And
what?
So I guess maybe I do believe to some extent in an eye for eye. I mean, I know how I would respond if
Okay,
somebody
you
killed
can
somebody
pause
I
it.
love, and
You
I
can
was sure
pause
they
this.
did it. I mean, like,
He fucking did that shit. You know, not to quote Dave Chappelle, but you could just tell. There's a whole lot you could tell just by body language and by tone. And from everything that I've seen of this guy, his looks, I'm judging, but I'm going to say that everything coming out of his mouth is fucking bullshit. Yeah, for sure.
This going on while people are making shit and crafting baskets and stuff.
I know. I think Dodd brought it up. It's like a
It's like for 80. I don't know. But
yeah.
So these these type of videos are really popular on YouTube for some reason.
Yeah.
Where there's two things
Yeah,
happening.
there's two things happening at once.
Well, I'm watching thinking, oh, they're related. But they're
They're not. They're totally not related.
They're not. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying to find videos on YouTube, but my algorithm is hard to find. So now I'm subject to finding videos like this.
They think you have severe ADHD is what your algorithm thinks.
But this guy definitely.
But you could tell.
He did the crime.
Like I think we're all like we know a lot of comedians, and we just know like just how to judge a person's character initially. You know, yeah, we could be wrong a lot of the times, but
not often.
You know, but a good amount of times that we're right. You know, if a person, if I'm not feeling a person, I'm very, very like arm's distance. You know, I'll be cordial, but at the same time, I don't want to.
We have built-in technology that deals with that kind of stuff that's going on that we don't even fully comprehend. You know
what?
Energetic exchanges.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
where we
yeah,
have
yeah,
that
yeah.
Impulse about something. That's something internally that
Oh,
is
yeah.
cueing you.
Yeah.
You may not be able to
That's
articulate
good.
what it is, but there, you know, when you
I
can
think
sense
it's another
something's off.
dimension.
Yeah,
quite
for
frankly,
sure.
you know what I mean. So
The veil.
Yeah.
Well, that one video kind of maybe suggests that the night vision.
Oh yeah.
And must I say that I agree with Leon. Like we are all different, you know. Like a conversation between them two to an average person be like, oh, it's fucking tense. But I know it's not. There's never in a million years that I know Mark is gonna fucking fight with Leon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
all of us have somewhat intense
Yeah,
exchanges
yeah.
at times.
But still, I would love to see Dot fight Mark. You know what I mean?
Let's do another one, Chris. Chris, do another one.
Okay, go ahead. Like a quickie.
Like every time you're in bed with your wife.
Hey, dude,
Shots
you know
fired.
it gets more quicker by the months. What could I say?
Stop vaping, you unhealthy. fucking.
You vape too.
This is weed, bitch.
That don't matter.
Vape.
Oh,
I just wanted to see it again.
get me and Mark's brothers out of there, dog.
We're desensitized. We can see death all the time.
Go up there. Go up there. All the way up there. Who cares? Oh, right there. Speak to the manager. I think I picked that one. Yeah.
They say you need to speak to a manager.
Yes.
What's happening?
Trying to understand why you all are so incompetent.
That's a wild place to start.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
that is why don't we
What's a
start?
wild place to start is my lunch not being correct.
Okay, that's good. There are far worse things. What? Okay, so let me know. Tell me the lore of where we went wrong, because it feels like I feel like we ruined your whole life. What happened? Let me know what happened.
Yeah, and I feel like you're just being like a smart aleck.
What are you doing? She's pulling out the phone. Oh, I love this song. Dude, record me. What do you want me to say in your video? I love it. What should I say? No, we refuse to serve you corporate.
Yes.
This is ours.
Yeah, baby.
How's that?
Franchise.
Franchise. This is ours.
Hey, pause this.
This is ours.
That's why I work at a very corporate place, and I wish every day I could speak like this man, because the moment people know that you work for a corporate place, they take advantage of it, you know. And that's why I love mom and pop places. Like, they'll tell you, shut the fuck up, get the fuck out of my place, you know. And I wish we had more of that in corporate, but
Or if you've worked in a restaurant, if you've ever worked in a restaurant for any period of time, that experience has happened to you. To some degree like
Where
that.
someone's talking to you like that.
I had a woman accuse me of stealing $50.
What?
And what happened is that we found out that someone found it later on the floor and picked it up, and then they heard what was going on. But she wanted to have me arrested. She asked my manager to strip search me in front of everyone.
Fucking.
Yeah. I mean, who else?
I saw me and my sister. Me and my sister. I shouldn't say recently, but like a year and a half ago, went to this place that sold excellent breakfast burritos, and we're chilling there waiting for our burritos, and this old white woman just started recording the help. Bunch of Latino like cooks and stuff like that, recording our phone. Like, I've been waiting on the phone. Pick up your phone, and my order's not ready. You know, and we just sat there, and it got to a point where I let it go for a couple seconds, and I just had to get up. You know, my sister said say something, and I'm like, I'm going to say something, and I just went up all to the workers like, you guys are doing a great job. Fuck this bitch, you know. And then she put the phone on me. I'm like, yeah, follow me on YouTube. You know, so you know, sometimes people have to be talked that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So give it back out to Leon.
Here we go.
Closing it out. The big guy. 6'1".
Ready to fight.
6'2".
Yeah.
6'5". 5'11".
This has been a fun episode for me, guys. Hope you guys had fun. Episode 6 in the books.
Hey.
Anybody doing any shows? Anything coming up?
I got a show on Friday. I am doing 20 minutes at the Fourth Wall.
Nice.
That's
fun. And that's it for right now.
Brett? Mark?
You know, hosting the dance competition in, in Miami, I believe.
Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, none of you guys have anything?
No, I'm
Okay.
headlining at the Comedy Store this weekend. Just want to give a quick.
Nice job, Mark.
Wow.
The main room?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man. All right. Episode 6, man. Back next Monday, 2:00. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Good job, guys.
That was fun.